So go ahead and make your stealth check to begin with. Let me set the difficulty. Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Let me know when you're ready.
Ready.
Okay. Stealth. Is it gonna go?
No.
It went just a second ago.
I say somebody just used the API. There we go.
Ooh.
More despair.
I did it. I did it.
Oh,
Success with consequence.
Despair. Wow.
Those are not very friendly dice.
You were sneaking along, and then your clothes got stuck in a door, and you had to abandon them. So now you're just out in Kessel, buck-ass naked.
but no one saw you.
Yes.
No, somebody saw you.
Kessel's a hostile environment.
But I succeeded.
You did succeed. So you are going to, because your success was to set the difficulty of your skullduggery check, right?
Oh.
So I'm going to set your skullduggery check.
Okay. Let me know when to roll.
Ready.
Wow.
Hey.
I rolled all my dice went for freaking advantages.
The curse of advantages.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're running into there. Door after door after door. You think that if you watch for another day, you could probably find some sort of place that he is not as protected. This guy is spooky in how well he is protected. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Almost.
He's got 3 bodyguards on him at all times.
Wow.
And he is basically holed up in this pretty significant bunker of a cave system. The room is pretty well
furnished.
The door on it's pretty significant, and there is no default entry point for this, meaning that you don't have the entry codes to get past the door.
So yeah, I think it might be wise to take that out an extra day and
Okay.
Okay.
So we can take some time on that.
So who's making the perception check?
I am the only person with eyes, it seems.
Now you can get the 2 boosts.
My perception check isn't bad. I've got 1 yellow and 2 greens on my perception.
Right, I got the same thing then. Last time you were saying you didn't, so I assumed you had nothing too.
So 2 boosts.
I wasn't paying attention, and you just asked if I had eyes, and I said no.
Go ahead.
Okay.
So you're gonna get 2 boost dice. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll this one, and I'll handle charm.
Okay. Probably for the best.
So I guess given how heavily he's protected, I gotta wonder how heavily protected is the bike. Does he like sleep on it, I wonder?
Okay, dice pool is set.
Okay, perception check.
Okay. Let her rip.
We'll give it.
Wow.
Oh, boost die. Thank you. We would have gotten it, but yeah, that helps. Negates those threats. So this is. So I'm just looking.
Okay.
It's like a hawk.
You do perceive that one of the easiest ways to access him, other than bypassing his security, is to be one of the pilots of a swoop bike. This is in true Star Wars role-playing cliche, right? If you are there is certain access given to the pilots that spectators don't have, so you can actually get closer to him easier if you are actually entered into the swoop races as well.
Okay.
I got a good random question. There's definitely prize pools involved here, right? What's the prize pool for last place? Nothing?
For last place, well,
They take you back and shoot you.
you get to. I don't
You get
know
to
that
keep
there
the swoop
would be
bike.
a prize pool for last place.
That's what I'm saying. There's nothing.
The prize pool is blackmail.
I'm gonna just casually suggest find the person with the longest odds and then just offer to pay him and take his access.
Oh. Oh.
It's more than he'll get racing.
Or we could just mug him
So,
with a disruption rifle
With-
pointed at his head.
Yeah,
with
we'll
the
worry
amount of
about it.
successes you got and the boost dice, I'm going to say that you actually determine that there is you overhear a discussion that is rather heated between one of the managers and their pilot. The manager is basically saying, "This is the last time I front you, you spice lover, blah blah blah, something derogatory. You
Dirty spice
drug
lover.
using whore. You need to straighten up, or we're gonna sell you to the slave
or
pit."
flip off. Okay.
Very cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not gonna be something you can just build in a.
Yeah.
The
You know,
frame
yeah.
would take a day. A good engine,
gotta
like
get
a
all the
winning
bits.
engine, would take like 5 days, and
Yeah.
then putting it all together would
We
take.
will go swoop bike racing at. Well,
I was
with the
totally
new
gonna
swoop
go
bike
all in on it
afterwards.
with you too.
So yeah, you're looking at
Oh,
about 8
man.
days,
Mhm.
and a couple
Hey,
thousand credits.
is this manager approachable right now?
Sure.
Be able to, so I'm gonna wait till after they have their heated argument. They all walk their separate ways. I'm gonna.
Well, it's the pilot that storms off like, "You never try. You never. I'm the best pilot." Blah 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 blah, and he just huffs off.
Yeah, I'm wanting to go take his job.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go walk up to the manager. I said, "Well, I didn't mean to overhear, but there was quite a
You want to have
confrontation."
your face approach him?
I mean,
Do you want to call me in, or do you want to just go swipe it up? What's your
I
plan?
mean, you're all there because you
I can't.
helped him with the checks. So
Yeah,
You're all
you
three
can.
there.
You're the good talker here.
All
So
right.
you can go. I'll just suggest it to you, and then
All right, I'll walk up in all my Wookiee glory and go, "Hey, how's it going?"
just speak Wookiee.
Casual opener, I know, but
go ahead and make a charm check. I mean, yeah.
Let me just
not-
put these 5 red die on the difficulty.
casual opener, I know, but it looked
Okay, go
like you
ahead.
could use a little de-stress in there for a second.
There was a little bit of a scuffle back there.
bit of an altercation, my fellow.
An altercation, my
You can go ahead and roll.
fellow swoop enthusiast.
Say one.
Go ahead.
Okay,
I could not help but notice you are a swoop manager.
sorry.
Wow.
Charm, not athletics. There we go.
Gosh,
It's a failure anyway.
With advantage.
man. Mm. Huh.
So he doesn't even really hear you, and he just turns around and says something derogatory about scruffy nerf herder type pilots,
Now
and
we go talk to the pilot.
walks in, and you basically, he walks in, the door shuts behind him, and you feel this tugging on your arm fur, and you turn around and you see this Chadrafan and he starts speaking to you in his native language, which is basically sounds like a rat, because Chadrafan are those. I don't know if you know.
No idea. Give us your description. Rat-like?
Day rat.
Day rat. All right, that's all I need. That's why they sound like a rat then.
Kind of squeaking, almost bat-like noises.
Oh yeah, bat boy.
Yeah, they're more bat than rat, but
They're
I
squeaking.
guess did that
Okay.
come up with? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
these
did.
guys. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, these are adorable.
Yeah, so so that's what you see.
Huh?
And he basically says, what were you asking?
I was about to open up. It's like, oh, to the manager.
What? Yeah. What?
Yeah,
No,
I was trying
that's
to open
not-
up with the conversation and about the pilots.
Ah.
Yeah.
You're a pilot?
Well, my friend here actually is one of the best swoop racers I know,
Oh, really?
and
Have
he
I
doesn't
heard of
have a spice addiction problem.
him? And he does this rat-like or bat-like,
Not a druggie.
right? I'm horrible at voices, so I don't do them very often.
I can't.
Yeah, kind of. And he says,
Doesn't use the space.
well, you mind a trial run?
I don't think he's gonna mind at all. If you got a bike for him to sit on, he'll do it all day.
I mean, you're standing right there, Baza. You can.
Baza, and just big smack on your back
Hey,
to push you forward.
I like stunt over. I'm like, yeah. I'd love to, you know,
I can't hype this guy up enough.
show you some of my awesome swoop racing skills.
So I imagine they're gonna set him up, and I'll probably just talk to the manager while it's happening. It's like, so you're looking for a new pilot then, huh? That guy apparently wasn't, despite his problems. But what about you? What's up with you, dude? You little guy.
So you talk with him and go ahead and make a charm check again. This
Okay.
time, make it.
No.
Same
This
as
time,
the-
maybe a little easier. Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Bam!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good threat.
Yeah.
There we go.
You do get the boost dice from the last one, so hold on.
Roll
a
that one
single
blue.
boost die.
Let her rip.
Roll 2 blue.
All right, I'm just gonna go hit 2 blue.
The heck?
It's
didn't-
still
Oh, you
wouldn't
still
have
have the
succeeded.
difficulty on. But it's
No,
still
I
4
specifically took it
advantages.
out. So 4 advantages. Holy cow!
So
it's
cancels
got-
out 1
wait,
threat
so
here.
it's a net
So
3
3,
advantage.
net 3.
But no
You are
success.
hey. Go ahead and make a negotiation check.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
He's willing to hear me out, and now I'm having to actually try to seal some kind of deal while the performance is happening.
Do I have to actually?
That's a
pilot
good
the thing,
point.
or am I just
Before we
vibing?
finish the negotiation, how about you go ahead and do the race check, and we see if that gives an advantage for showing
Yeah.
off how good you are.
Give it
Okay.
a bit of a room.
Let's start
Don't
with that.
crash.
Yeah, my piloting planetary.
So for the trial run and the interest of time, just make a go ahead and make a pilot planetary check.
Mhm. Okay, are you ready?
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey. I'm looking.
Go ahead and make
good.
your negotiation check.
All right, I'm ready. I'm clicking the button. 3 success, 3 advantages.
Nice.
Okay, he's impressed, and basically, while in the time it took you to get set up, the manager actually comes out and watches it with it, and you guys have a conversation. And he basically says, "Okay, here's the deal. Standard rates are as follows. The pilot gets 60% of the prize money, and we will negotiate terms for any swoop bikes that are won in the process."
That sounds like a good deal.
We'll get first dibs on that, but
Okay.
you basically will get whatever's left over. So if
All
you
right.
win 2, then we get first choice and you get the second choice. If you win 3, we get first choice and then you get the remaining 2. Does that make sense?
Huh.
I
Yeah.
see. So, from what I'm gathering, we're wagering the bikes on these races. Okay, that makes
Yes.
sense.
And first place take home is 80,000 credits.
Ooh.
That's a lot.
Second place is 40,000. Third is 20,000. And then everything else is just nothing.
Nice.
Oh.
So you ready to
Um,
get first place?
Yeah.
If you actually are able to, there are certain things that you can accomplish in the swoop track. If you hit those milestones, then you basically have a chance to win the swoop bikes that survive.
Oh, that survive. Okay. Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
there's a lot of swoop bikes that don't survive.
If there is a chance we could end up winning as a, although we probably wouldn't get it as the first dibs because it's the bike that we're after getting back.
I'll actually ask, like, if you had a choice of all of them, what's going to be your first choice? Curious.
Oh, and he names off a hold on. I did not.
Someone
think
other
this
than a
through.
lobby.
Yeah. There's actually 3 favorites.
Mhm.
Okay.
A lobby is actually not in the top 3 favorites.
Huh.
Ooh, very
He-
interesting.
Okay.
In the last 2 days, he has kind of choked, and that has affected his standings, and so he's currently in the 4th place.
Hmm.
Okay. Hmm.
Well, I can
And-
guarantee you got a winner here, and you got a deal for a winner too. Then.
And some of the scuttlebutt you're hearing is that basically he's complaining because his home was ransacked or something stupid like that. He just got word.
It's a little more than ransacked from what we
Yeah.
checked.
A whole year to get word.
Wowie.
A whole light year.
But ouch.
Okay.
Hey.
You are allowed
Sweet.
some practice runs.
Okay.
Do you want to
build
take
up the
advantage of them?
familiarity with the course. Yes.
Yeah. I imagine, like, while you're setting up, and after we've talked explicitly with the manager, I'll probably just turn to you guys and go, like, we're gonna make a profit.
Maybe.
If you
Now don't count your chickens before they're hatched.
If he
I'm
gets
going
to-
to, because I'm
Top
holding you
Close
to
to a
it.
lobby, right?
If he gets
We're
top
doing this
3,
game
and if he
close to a
doesn't
lobby.
die.
and he doesn't die.
Mm.
Important
Exactly.
factor there.
But don't
have to
worry,
be
if there's
breathing
any
my
part of
prize
you
money.
that survives, I'm sure that Goraz can make it work.
Can throw you
Put
into a
put me
soup
back
can and
together.
put some electrodes on it to allow you to
We can
live.
rebuild him better than before, but we don't have a lot of money.
True.
But
Just-
what if I win as like I explode as I'm going across the finish line, and you use that money
We get the
to
prize money.
rebuild me completely
If-
cybernetic?
If you win and crash going through the finish line, you forfeit.
You get double.
Oh, what? I can think.
You have to survive.
It's like if your college burns down, you graduate, you get a bachelor's degree.
Let's put it this way: your swoop bike has to come through in functional stasis.
What if it gets a cross functional?
And then just like implodes on a wall.
That would
I
be
feel like then it gets into
considered
semantics for the rules.
cheating because you are reducing the amount of potential winnings that other people get by winning your swoop
Oh,
bike.
so it's gonna be like maximum security in the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, I don't know that reference, but yeah, okay. So you are able to do a test run.
Sweet.
Go ahead and
Man,
make
Bill should put some
another
ranks in
piloting challenge.
piloting plan. All right, here we
Okay.
go.
The question is, okay, never mind. Wow.
I would take that.
You're scratching the paint.
I am getting this course. I'm seeing it. I maybe spot some sort of shortcut or like optimal racing lines. I'm getting the download of this place.
Okay, so the swoop track is actually randomly generated every racer. So that's not exactly how it works, but what I'm going to say is if you spend all 6 of those, you can tell Goraz what is needed to fix the swoop so it's better.
Basically,
do
have
that.
him come out and do some modifications.
So
Yeah,
we'll just have him. Okay, it's a yo Goraz. I was noticing something while I was out there looking at the. I was racing a bit, and here's a couple of adjustments that I saw that could really kick it into extra gear. And I know you're itching to find a swoop bike to play around with.
I'm fixing the goddamn hyperdrive. Do you not want to get off this planet?
Do you not?
There
want a lot
is
of money?
downtime, Goraz. There is downtime. You have to refabricate parts, and it takes time for it to be.
I have a fabricator?
Yeah, you have a fabricator.
What the hell
part of
am I
your
doing
mechanic.
scrounging for shit to build stuff with then?
You probably have access to
you have
one
the raw
because you're at the port.
materials that then is
He needs the
fabricated into the
scrap.
correct. It's like blacksmithing, except for more complicated.
I'm pretty
Right.
sure I'm a pretty good blacksmith. Who wants a sword?
Well, you're technically a ship mechanic,
I
right?
want a swoop bike.
You're a lot more.
I can build you
Shipsmith.
a great swoop bike in a week.
Mm. How about you build
Um,
this swoop bike?
make-
Great.
Make this one better.
So you can in 2 hours, which is totally a time frame that you could find time to do. You can make a mechanics check, and they have the full setup for you, which is actually going to reduce the difficulty.
So you're like a kid in a candy store right now, looking around.
No, not really.
No.
Okay.
This isn't what gets me hot.
What
I'm a
is?
cyberneticist. I'm not a pod racing aficionado.
Say that, but you did the castle run 11 parts.
Again, something you would tell people if you're looking to get them to hire you for,
I mean,
travel
we got the
somewhere.
spice.
Did we?
Do you want to make the check or?
Yeah, I mean, I'm down for it. What else am I doing today, right? Other than making sure we can get off planet.
Look, getting off planet, we can do anytime. Getting glory.
This is also part of getting closer to our end goal, which is me being a good pilot. and getting close to him.
Well, the first goal, or the first step to you being a good pilot, is to never admit that you're a bad pilot.
I'm not even the one that said I was good.
Yeah, I know. Nobody has yet.
I've been selling him up as it so far.
He told the
Technically,
bat.
yeah.
He told the bat that I
Yeah,
was
you're
good.
setting yourself up for all of these, by the way.
Oh, I know what I'm
Yeah.
setting myself up for.
No, you're setting
Sabotaging
me
all the
up
other
is what you're
racers.
doing.
Okay.
Oh.
So go ahead and make your next piloting check. Just 1 second here.
Okay.
Yeah. We're ready.
Ready?
Go for it.
Nice.
Okay. After this third run, technically, right?
Yeah.
You start noticing some patterns. So that is going to give you another boost dice on all of your runs.
Let's go.
Very cool.
Okay.
Okay. So go ahead and
How
make
many
your
practice
next.
runs did I get? Okay, I get another practice
one.
run. Cool.
While this is happening, I'll go to Altho and say, all right, Altho, he's not the best racer in the universe. If there's any way you can put your damn magic to use, fuck with whoever seems to be in the lead, all right?
All right. I don't know.
Drive him into the wall.
Or maybe just whoever he's neck and neck with, you know, any edge he could use. He's probably going to actually need it because these are actual professionals.
Yeah.
And he's not.
Yeah. All right. I'll
He's a
see
damn
what
good
I can
shot,
do.
but I don't think I
I'm
want to
just-
trust him or
I'm
drive
just
for
a
seat
bounty
anymore.
hunter.
Okay. So how is Otho going to fuck with the competition?
Well, I don't think she can actually do too much until it actually is underway.
Yeah.
Well,
But
I
you
mean-
know,
Or you could like look over
You
to
have
like if
force
there's
move.
this part.
Yes, but I'm unsure. Like, I'm guessing their swoop bikes aren't like out in the open or anything.
no,
Yeah,
but you
no.
can watch their runs, and you could, in theory, you could
start taking
mess
them
with
out
their-
one by one.
Not taking them out, right? You don't want to. One, you don't have to change their run much to screw around with their confidence.
Oh
Hmm.
man.
Does that make sense?
I mean, so you could say like on a run, if there's like a coolant valve, she could unthread it in the middle of their run and have it. All right, yeah, let's try that. Let's do that exact thing.
Okay. Hold on a second.
Like
So he doesn't have to explain it.
like select the two best, like most favored racers, and just make them think that their bikes are plagued
off
with
their game.
problems. Yes.
Okay.
try and mess with their confidence.
Make sure you include a force die. This is going to be a discipline check with a force die.
All right, I got
Force
the
move.
force
One
die right in
W.
there. Now let's let it.
On big money.
Big money. And
Okay. So
That's
with
at least-
with the 2 force points, you can negate the threat
mhm.
and add another success or an advantage, whichever one you choose.
I'd say an advantage is probably good.
Okay. So you are, yeah.
I mean, like
This is your first time. You're like, I've never really done this before, and you go, you concentrate and the cooling manifest gets locked closed,
oof.
and the swoop bike actually just shudders and stops mid-flight,
Oof.
and it
Oh.
bursts into fire.
Oh
my
Oh,
gosh. Not
Wait,
only is
is
this
the
like your
pilot
first
dead?
time doing this,
like
this
like
is going
she-
at high speeds
yeah,
too.
she does that. It stops, and she's like, "Oh, I've done it!" And then it bursts into flames, and she actually does kind of go like,
It's like, woo.
"Well, we got him."
Okay.
How's the pilot doing? Is the pilot dead?
I
No,
mean,
no, he's fine.
yeah,
He's fine. He
Oh,
just,
okay.
I mean, it's not like it stopped them from.
Yeah.
It's not like they blew up or anything because he's a
Okay.
pilot.
it's
That's
bound
what
to
I thought
rattle
when I
him
heard
though.
burst into flames.
But yeah, they're like, and immediately this pilot just goes into nuclear mode, and it goes up to his mechanic and just like punches him and just, I told you, this keeps happening. I don't know why you think you can work as a mechanic.
Very cool.
Oh
Very
man, this is
nice.
great.
Is there a bag of
This is
popcorn
great.
big enough to watch this happen?
This is
So you want to
amazing.
do this for the next guy too, or
Yep. Give us another one.
okay?
Mhm.
Same check. So go ahead and roll. Ooh.
Let's turn one of those into a success, and one of those into an advantage.
I like how
Okay.
that works.
Okay, not quite as dramatic, but
So he's
like-
getting better.
so one of the key things about swoop racing is there's these little pads that you have to hit to increase your speed, and if you don't hit those pads, your speed isn't quite right. And as this person's going these side maneuvers to hit these pads, you just kind of nudge their steering enough that it's like, and he gets really close to the edge on one and doesn't quite hit that pad, and it just kind of messes with him completely.
Mm.
And although he's a little bit more grounded than the previous guy, he comes back and he's like, okay, something is really off with my steering on that last run. What, and they're like, we got to go over this. So yeah. Anyways, that's that.
Nice.
I just
So-
have an awful one, which is just like trend the steering to the right ever so slightly just for the entire time he's practicing, and then on the actual race take it off.
And then he doesn't
just
do
like-
anything during the race.
It just like turns down into a wall.
It's like those. It's like a Walmart shopping cart where the wheels are like turned one way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
And they just can't figure out why it's doing it.
yep.
Works perfectly when all the systems check out fine.
Yeah, and
Pat.
yeah, and I imagine it's like Otho's down there along the sidelines. She just like turns
My
back to the
eyes
lens
are
and
just
it's like takes a bite of an
bugged out
apple.
wide. I'm just looking over. I'm like,
Okay, last check.
All right. Oof. I mean, let's turn that into two successes to cancel that out.
Well, you only got one force point, so you can
Oh,
only
shit, yeah.
negate one of them.
Oh yeah, so I guess I just negate one of them. Oof.
Now you could just give yourself another advantage.
yeah, that'd probably be because
Yeah.
one is the same as two.
Yeah, let's just give another advantage then.
So, okay. So go ahead and what you kind of notice that this guy, I mean, he's the top guy. So obviously it makes sense that, he would be a little bit harder to jinx, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you nudge him to this way and he just adapts.
Yeah.
And right. But you do get kind of an idea of patterns for him. So I'm gonna say that you will get an additional boost dice for one of the checks, Baza.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So
I
we
want to
built
use
up
it on
like
the actual race.
yeah, we built up a good number of them for you now at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is
you've
good.
got
So do I
six
get
boost
one
dice.
more practice run, or are we going to
Nope,
the actual race?
This is time for the race.
Vroom vroom.
So
I like how we ended up just going all in on the race instead of
Yeah,
doing
it's
what
like
failed
this
us
is now
did.
racing.
All right, Bazza, here's the moment. I'm your team coach here. All right. I know we got you here through lies, deception, and pretending you're any good out there. But when you get out there, you better fucking win. That's your inspirational
pep talk,
speech, or
coach.
we're not putting
Good
you
pep
on the
talk,
ship.
no pressure.
Oh,
We
yeah.
got bills to pay.
Now,
Listen, did you see my runs? They were all clean, hitting good lines, even compared to these professionals. So we're sitting pretty right now.
yeah, in fact, it's actually changed your rating, and you've bumped
This no-name racer.
Olaby off the fourth. He's now
So
in-
we're fourth
in
now.
sixth.
It's like random race in front of
We're
the
this
dumpster.
close.
His favorite.
We were this close to glory.
Go ahead and make a perception check, somebody. Any of you. You can cooperate on this if you want.
I will assist.
We have the same, so
Yeah, we've got the same one. I don't care.
So
I'll hit it
those
this time.
guys.
Did the last one? You can do this one.
Give me 1 second here. Okay,
look.
go ahead.
Hey.
Ba-ba-da, wow.
Ooh.
This guy actually seems like he's pleased with his new lowered status.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh, interesting.
Uh-oh.
He's trying to get out of the game, basically.
Maybe
Well-
he's trying to tank his stock so that people won't want to take his swoop.
It could actually mean that the betting pool is better for him when he does win.
Yeah.
I got the mind of a criminal.
You have enough
'Cause-
knowledge underworld
okay.
to know, and you go check the current betting, and he went from a what is it, 6-2 odds. He's now 18-3 odds.
Well,
Mm.
So if you kind of figure that there is some betting going on,
Oh yeah.
well, duh. It's swoop racing.
Do I think you'll win? And am I crazy enough to bet everyone else's payday on it?
Hey.
now the interesting thing is
We do have a force user on our side.
Boz's odds are still pretty favorable. It's like you went from 100 to 6 to you're now to 40-2.
All right.
Damn.
I'm gonna make the official declaration. I'm gonna go to the betting pool. I'm gonna put in 1,000.
Yo!
I'm putting in
what?
all of my money and all of Baz's.
Oh,
This
I'm
is
fine with
this
that,
is the money
actually.
that we were going
I'm
to
all
split
about
after
it.
the cut, by the way.
I'm for it.
You're betting on who?
That's
Baz.
Me.
I thought
Wow.
Somebody else was supposed to.
I mean, we've rigged it so heavily at this point.
We'd be
may as well
fools
just
not
win
to,
and
right?
swoop
No,
like fair and
but
square.
like this is on Kessel, so we really have to outrig the people who are rigging the race in their favor.
I gotta ask.
See?
Also, Goraz, do you want in on it?
Yeah,
No.
I'm gonna send 900. Take another
I
900.
I
then.
have like not a lot of money.
Would you like
900
to
is
add
all
the
I've got.
500
So
that you? Would you like to add
Wait.
500 additional Goraz from the payday we have not yet received?
no, I'm betting what I have, not what I don't have. That's how you get your legs broken.
Fair enough. So you got a bet of 900 in. We got a bet of 1,000 in. Let's
So
have some
we've
fun.
got 1,900 riding on this stinking race.
Yeah, and if you don't win,
Okay.
I
I'm
told you
gonna
not
knock
to lose.
you out with knockout gas and take your arms.
All right, I'll put 100
dear.
credits on you because I have like no
Round
money.
it out.
Take
Round it out
100.
at 2,000.
okay.
So
I'm
currently,
gonna take a loadout on the ship.
So we'll have to look at these proportions whenever we divvy it up
Yeah.
as well. But
So now we
right.
have to have kind of a meta debate here. We have 10 minutes before the stream ends. Do you want to just simplify this down to a simple couple checks
No, we have a lot of money riding on this. I think we need to give this all its due and let
Right.
Stealthy Boy
There is
prove
a lot of
himself that he's
build-up
not going to
for
get murdered
this.
when this race ends.
We should write down all the bonuses that we have right now. We should write down all the money we put in on this. And
Let's
next
take
time we
it
have
out.
fun.
Okay.
I want to put down the ship as collateral.
Ah!
Look, no, you don't even have to do that. We have a little less than 20,000 of money that's not ours in our hand. We could bet all of this
You know
on
what?
the hopes that we win big.
While I'm out there
If we were-
fixing, while I'm out there fixing the
absolute
hyperdrive, I'm going to find the
fools, we could do
best-looking
it.
ship that's like ours, and bet that guy his ship against mine.
Okay.
And you don't fix the hyperdrive.
Well,
So
no,
you
because I'm going to have
have-
to run away when you lose.
You have 6 boost dice
I have 6 boost dice. Okay.
on every check. You want to write that
Okay.
down?
Yes. I
And
will put that on my character notes.
yes,
on-
oh,
And
so
the
many books.
difficulty of all of these checks is downgraded by 2.
Ooh.
Putting it there in Gen Chat as well.
Well, I would recommend putting it in
6
Star
boost
Wars.
die, 2 downgrades
Probably.
in difficulty. Oh yeah. I'll put that.
Wasn't it 2,000 credits of betting?
2,000
1,900. Oh, right. Yeah, and then you want
No,
plus
no,
100.
Right.
Yep.
So Griff is betting the future 1,000. I'm betting my current 900. And Fuigi is betting his current 100.
Yes.
Also, I'm betting the ship.
Like I said.
Please don't.
You're doing it behind our back, so it's going to be hilarious when we lose.
Well, like I said, I want to find somebody in the Bay Area that around when I'm repairing who's willing to gamble their ship against our ship.
Now, are you betting for Vaza to win?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to put my own money on him and then the ship against him.
So the way it works is if he gets 2, you get 40 times. Second place, you get 40 times. If he gets first place, you get 80 times.
Yeah, this is going to be insane.
Oh, it's so much.
Put in 1K, get back 80K. All right, I'm going to say it right now. I'm a complete and utter fool. I'm going to put in another 5,000 of the money that's not ours.
No!
No! Don't do it.
I'm nothing if not a scoundrel.
Now, seriously,
Oh,
though, is there
oh,
anybody
no.
in the ship bay that's willing to bet their ship?
I don't.
Go ahead
I
and
mean,
make a check. Which check do you want to do? Mechanics, probably, to find a
Yes.
similar ship.
Someone I
What
can
is
find a
this
ship
turned
that's worth it.
into?
We're putting all our money on you, Shadow
D-
Kid, Stealthy Boy, whatever your name is.
Wait,
Shadow, I'll take Shadow.
Look, I'm just going to say, one time, I had a game. We came to a city, Coliseum, and everyone's like, we should fight and we should bet on each other. Everyone's like, I'll put in 10, I'll put in 100. And I'm like, I'm going to put in 20,000 of what I have.
And then I was like, 900
And
in the
then-
ship.
And then I walked away with a literal fortune while everyone else had to beg the elf who didn't care about money for money. I think they tried to kill us for that too.
I can't
Oof.
wait till he loses.
Oh my
You lose
gosh.
all of our future money, and you
Oh,
come
he's
running
out
back
of
to the
this.
ship, and the ship isn't there.
I need the spice on that ship.
the ship seems like such a like. Who'd even trade for that ship? It doesn't even have a functional hyperdrive right now.
It does because there are 2 of them. The second
He
one is
just
shit.
fixed it.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
there's a
time frame?
backup. There's a secondary hyperdrive in it. So it's like a class 18, though, isn't it?
so did I find
Yeah,
a ship
12,
that's
I
worth
think.
betting against?
What?
I said, did I find a ship that's worth betting against?
14.
He got
Class
Um,
4.
yeah, there's
he got
some
4
nice
he got 4
ships.
successes and 2 advantages.
Yeah. Let me take some time to figure out what it is, though, because I would rather not just half-ass it.
Sure.
And since we're
I
pretty much out of,
super love that if we win, we're all rich. You guys drive off on your ship. I'm going to drive off on my ship.
I love this.
Of
Wait,
course,
wait.
if you don't
If you
get
get a
second
wait,
starfighter,
wait.
we could put it in the ship. It's
Why
not
would I
big,
bet our
Who get-
size 4 ship against a starfighter?
because it could
Who
be
gets the
even pricier. Or
who gets
better.
the coercion table in the divorce?
I gave it to Flea. Flea gets the coercion table.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we have 5
my
minutes.
gosh.
What are you doing in the workup? Do you want to actually try to do some sort of charm or coercion or on
Can
the,
I do
on the
a
pilot?
can I do a Rocky workout montage that's an athletics check to give me
All right.
to get another advantage?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm like working out. I'm like, yeah, we're getting ready because like I actually feel like I have some hope of this happening.
Sure. Let me set the difficulty.
Okay.
No, like watch as we put all this like betting
Why did
on
I
you,
do
and then you
athletics?
Go ahead.
like shatter your
It would
spine
be-
doing
Wait,
this workout.
Why did I say athletics? What's wrong with me? Oh well.
It'd be coordination, right?
Yeah, there we go.
Wait.
Death.
Oh.
Accidentally snap your neck. Good
Yeah,
job.
it just fucking shatters his spine on the racetrack before it started.
Dang. I shouldn't have said anything.
I mean, you didn't fail.
It's just a
I
ton
did-
of threats.
Oh, I didn't. So maybe one of the other pilots comes up and tries to intimidate me. Like,
So I'm going to
who are-
say
who are,
that
who are you
lose
coming
one
into
of your
this?
boost dice.
Oof.
Oh.
Okay, so here's what I am going to say. For the last 4 minutes, I'm going to talk to you about your XP.
Okay.
You're going to get... You're going to get 30 XP.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Do
I
I
want to spend
spend
as much of that as you
on-
can on Pilot Planetary, because you've been spending most of this session
Pilot planetary.
I believe it's like
using that skill.
it's not a class 1 for you, right?
it
So
is.
it's going to be 10 and then
It
20.
is. It's class for. I think it is.
Oh,
Let me
if,
check.
if it is, then yeah, 5, 10, 15. And that's
Yeah,
going to
it
be
is.
30 experience points right there.
Jeez,
Bam.
30, that's so much. Ah.
All right, we're doing it.
You
Is-
go from
we
0
need
to hero.
We need
Unless you
every-
wanted to spend it like on just 2, whatever you want though.
You
I
fell
will.
and hit your head.
I will use my XP next session on what I want. This is for right now.
I mean, it's basically upgrading your dice pool, so it's not like it's going to be wasted.
Oh, so each of us gets 30?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get 30.
Yeah.
I'm buying the gambler.
Hell yeah.
Unless there's a talent that you absolutely want to get, right? That I'm not saying you have to spend all of it on that. I'm just suggesting that
I'm
you spend
buying
that.
an out-of-class
already did it.
specialization. I'm getting gambler. I mean, I'm just short of being able to get the plus 10% gambling thing. I need 5 more.
All right, nice.
Okay. And we'll go ahead and stop there, I guess. It's a little early, but
2 minutes.
It's all
Yeah.
good.
Oh my gosh.
We got the best rig race we could possibly
This
imagine.
was a mistake.
It's going to turn out great. Just you guys believe in the Force, right? Because I'm gonna have to for this one.
Oh dear.
By the way,
Oh,
totally recommending
dear.
you use at least 1 or 2 Force dice during the race.
And
Destiny
Destiny
point usage is going to be something
Destiny
you'll want
points.
to do.
Yeah.
While gambling, win 10% more credits per rank up of the ante.
Amazing.
Now, this wouldn't necessarily work for this particular because I've hard set the winnings
Yeah.
for you, but
Well, I'm also
What's
betting
10% more of a ship?
I'm already betting a ship, so it doesn't even matter.
Uh,
I can't
If you win,
afford
you
it.
get 10% of a ship.
you can. I mean, it would probably factor into. Are you able to get that talent, or is that you?
No, that's what I'm saying. It costs 5 XP, I have nothing left, so I can't afford it anyway.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, so you're like, wish I had that.
Well, I mean, I did put 900 in,
Oh, oh dear.
but still.
I have an insane amount of XP hoarded.
Oh,
I had 5 from last time, so
I've spent everything on talents all the way up, so I'm like halfway through my actual main tree. I was planning to get the gambler tree anyway, and now I have exactly enough to do it. So.
I spent a grand total of 20 XP total, so I have a lot to distribute.
Yeah, you should have 60, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
oh, I should choose a skill to go up to 2 in now. I think.
Kind of.
I think I've
funny
bought 9
because
talents so far.
upgrading the piloting planetary kind of is falls in line with everything we've been focusing on for the past hour.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, because we will literally kill you if you fail, because we have everything riding on you. I mean, make up a second character because we will literally string you up and
even
kill
if
you.
we don't kill
I'll get
you, I've arranged it that everyone else also will kill you.
Okay.
Okay.
Dig in the pit for you. Well, this was exciting. I think.
Mhm.
This was well. Oh
It's
dear.
No
happening.
pressure.
No, none whatsoever.
I'm looking forward to some good chaos.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Yes.
All right then. So we will catch you all next
Alright.
time.
Good game.
Signing
Yep.
out.
Signing out.